that day I left. I've been in Atlanta probably like a few years at the time, and that day I left Atlanta because I didn't know where it came from, who was, I didn't know who they was looking for. I didn't know if they was looking for me, or I just didn't know, So out of fear and frustration and all those emotions wrapped in one, pain, I was hurting. I lost me and Sammy lived together for like 2 years, I think. We had a 3-bedroom house together. So I saw Sammy every day when I woke up, first thing in the morning, and before I went to bed, I saw him. That was the last person I talked to every day, and the first person I talked to every day. So, it was like, he was like my big brother, you know what I mean? I knew him since I was a kid. He played on the same high school basketball team with Michael Jordan. They were teammates, for Laney, and that destroyed me, man. I had stopped using drugs for like 4 or 5 years, as far as smoking crack and doing heroin, because that was my drug of choice for many years. And I stopped doing those things, and I just drank. But alcohol is a drug, don't get it twisted. And I had opened me a bank account. My life has changed when I was in Atlanta. And I opened a bank account, started saving me money, and that day I left Atlanta, man, the first thing came to my mind was using drugs. I don't know why. So I got back to North Carolina. First before I left, I took all my money out the bank and went back to North Carolina, got a hotel room, and I stayed in there about a couple weeks, man, till I was broke. I went back to using immediately, because that was the only way I know how to deal with hurt, pain, or any other feelings that a person feels that I didn't want to feel. I would dump something on top of it to keep from feeling for a long time. So I went in that hotel and I stayed for like 2-3 weeks till I was broke. Had the drug dealer coming out there dropping off me drugs and I'm paying it. And I stayed in there, until I, was all broke. Then I had a habit. Then again, after like 4 or 5 years, I had a habit again. So I went back to the streets, man. I had to support my habit again. The disease of addiction kicked back in, and it's like I never left. It's like I never stopped using that stuff. It just, I can't say I missed death. It just wasn't my time. But being in situations where I could have died. What I'm doing different today is I'm living, man. Not only physically but mentally and spiritually. I'm getting the best out of life. What life got to offer, I'm trying to participate in it, man. All the great things that go on in life that I was missing. I'm not trying to catch up. I'm just trying to catch on, man, and just live a life worth living, man, and try to share that hope with other people who struggle like me with whatever your struggle is. That try to just share that hope. And for me, hope means hold on. Pain ends. We ain't gonna always be struggling, man. We always ain't gonna be going through problems. It's the sun on the other side of the street also, but you have to stay in the fight. You have to get past all those hard times to be able to get to the good times. And sometimes we can't see that, we can't see the forest because of the trees. And I know that's like sort of cliche, but just when you feel like, they say don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens, man. You never know when God gonna change your situation, man. So, as long as you stay in the fight, you got a chance to get better. You got a chance to be a winner, man. And you got to believe that. You got to truly, wholeheartedly believe, and you got to turn your fear into faith. Because a lot of times we fear what we don't know. Like I never thought I could live the life that I'm living now, and I'm not talking about the financial things and the materialistic things that I acquire while my life has changed. No, I'm talking about the freedom that I get from changing my lifestyle. I have been afforded the opportunity to live 2 lifestyles in one lifetime, man, and everybody don't get that opportunity, man. So I make the best of the day, and I try to give as much of myself to the world, man. You never know who's listening, man. You never know who need to say something and have somebody to listen to you, But that experience with Atlanta, man, I look back on it now, man, and I knew it just wasn't my time, man. You know, people can say what they want as far as you got lucky or nah. It just wasn't my time. God had much more things for me to do on this earth, such as carry a message of hope, share my experiences to save somebody else's life. Because I know God just didn't clean me up for me. You know, He cleaned me up to help His people, man. You know, and then today I do God's will and not my will, because my will bring consequences, and God's will always bring results, man. So, you know, I'm just happy to be able to, you know, be a vessel for God, yo.